Hello again, me, Ravenflower. 2 videos in a week? What is going on? Well, like I said, I want to bring this experience, this whole moving fiasco experience, to you guys in a very real, honest, good, bad, and ugly way. And there are lots of positive things happening, but they're all stressful things. I mean, let's just face it, it's not an easy feat to do what it is that I'm doing. I've gotten lots and lots of wonderful messages from some people, and I just want to thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I think that you guys realize that I don't want to put on a brave face and pretend like everything is okay. It's just not who I am. I don't like to over-edit my videos. It's just me. This is just me. And you can say that it's like a magical vlog, if you will. And there's this lady. Do you see her? She's walking around the parking garage. So I digress. Sorry. She's walking around the parking garage. Good for her. She's getting her steps in. I try to come to you guys right after I get off of work. I sort of decompress for the day, and there's horrible, horrible traffic going on right now. I'm in the parking garage. I am not currently driving. That is another something that somebody has said. Oh, Raven, don't drive and video. I would never. I think I had maybe once or twice, but I had like a little apparatus that would hang and, you know, hold my camera for me. So no, that is not a thing. I don't do that. I am in the safety of a parked car right now. See, look, parking garage. See, nothing going on over here. That's the traffic over there. You probably can't even see it. It's rough. It rained today and stormed and stormed and stormed. So traffic is at a standstill. So I'm like, I might as well, before I even get on that road, might as well come and do a little video. And that way it can be editing and uploading during my commute. So there's that little YouTube tidbit there. So I try my best. I'm not an over editor. I do have those skills, but a lot of what I want to bring to you, or at least the style that I want to bring it to you in, is more of on the go, rapid fire. Everything I do from my phone. Everything, including my editing software. So everything is from this Samsung 8. And I like it that way. I like it that way. There's other people that choose to do some really beautiful, really, really stunning work, some editing and whatnot. I really, to be honest, I don't have time for that. I want to have time for it. I really do. I enjoy doing these videos. I feel that if I can talk it out and share my viewpoints in, you know, magical happenings, family stuff happening, big transitions, you know, that kind of stuff. I think that it helps somebody else out there. I think that I am not the only one. I'm sure I'm not the only one going through something like this. And for me to say, I am uprooting and I am going to take everything that I have and I've worked on for the last, I don't know, 20 years. And I think I've been here in Texas, let me think, since 99. I have been here since 99. Summer of 99, I've been here. So that is a long time to be in one place. And that is a lot for you to uproot. I don't rent. And a lot of people, I am getting comments like, oh, I thought that you would have moved already. Or how are you settling in? And I don't think that you guys have heard me say on other videos or live chats or even on Facebook that we have a house. We have to sell our house. We have to declutter and remove junk and repair and upgrade and overhaul and repaint. And did I say paint? Paint isn't on my mind. Okay, so I have to do all that stuff, or we have to do all that stuff and make our house picture ready by the time the house goes on the market, which is supposed to be Monday. We have already gotten some nibbles, so we feel that the house is going to go pretty quick, and that's awesome. But that whole process right there is something that is completely different and additional to when somebody just has a rental. You don't have to do all of that. You don't have to, you may have to pack your stuff. You may have to move your stuff. Obviously, you have to clean if you want that cleaning deposit back. But you're not having to stage it and sell it and do all that stuff. So once the house is actually on the market, we have to keep it that way. We have to keep it picture pristine for people to walk through into our life. Let me tell you, or at least my sacred space, this getting prepared for public to walk through my house is giving me a little anxiety. I'm not going to lie. It's not a comfortable thing. Our house, when the kids were growing up, used to not necessarily be the party house, but it was the house that kids came in droves, it seemed, to watch movies and, you know, make popcorn and have s'mores out in the yard. I mean, all of the friends were over, like entire teams, you know, thespian teams when they were doing stuff, or swim team or whatever. Girl Scouts. I mean, it was always the house to come over. And as the kids got older and started doing their own thing, I got less and less, this may be a bad mom thing, but I'm sorry. It's just, it is the way it is. I got less and less excited to clean my house and have people trampsing through and all that other stuff when it's like nobody really appreciated what I did. I ended up having to clean it up myself. And they were just back to destroy my house again. I just got real sick of it. I got over it quick. So as, you know, the kids got older and they're like wanting to do more things, we used to have a, what do you call it? Like a Christmas Eve party or a New Year's Eve party, like an open house. As people change friendships and as we start to lose friends because of not the same kind of interest anymore, there were less and less people coming to the house. So in a way, I started getting a little hermity. I am a social person when I have to be, and I can do it very well. But it's exhausting. It's energy that I spend that if I'm not really comfortable with you, I can put on the smile and pretend, but only for a short time. Only for a short time. Generally, as an empath, and me discovering myself as an empath, and as somebody who's just fed up with, you know, shitty people, I tend to say things. I tend to say stuff that people don't like to hear. And so Little Miss Raven, aka Yvonne, does not mesh well with certain personality types. And if they're full of crap, I will call them on it. And if they are mean people, I will call them on it. And if they have done some sort of injustice, I will call them on it. And I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And I just don't, the older I get, and let me mini rant here. The older I get, the less likely I want to spend time with crappy people. I don't want to deal with them. I don't need them traipsing through my home. I don't need to sit there and put on a smile like this and pretend like everything's okay and serve you tea and coffee and cake. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just done. So I would rather spend more time with like-minded people. This was the whole big point of me starting when I started my path. And I'm like, I'm a witch. I own it finally. And I am ready to practice daily, and I'm ready to learn all the stuff that needs to be learned. And I know that this is going to be a lifestyle, and it's going to be changing, and it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm ready for it. When I did that almost 3 years ago, I made the choice. I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm hoping for like-minded people. I actually did spell work for like-minded friends to come along, and those friends did. They did locally, and they also did where I planned on at that time moving to. So this move was not a spur of the moment, like, hey, let's go. We have been plotting and planning to do this for almost a decade. And then 3-4 years ago, we were going to go, and it didn't work out because of somebody needed to stay in a high school, and drama ensued with an ex and all this other stuff. So we thought it would just be better, make sure everybody has the security they need. And we stayed. We didn't want to. We did not want to. But we stayed for this person's benefit, and I think it worked out well. Then we were ready to go again last year, and I ended up with a heart condition, which you guys know, and diabetes out of control. So I was having some health issues, big time health issues that I needed to address. It was not a good time to go cross country and start over with a bunch of new doctors. Would you agree? I figured you would. Okay, so here we are. We're in the final push. It's finally happening. But boy, oh boy, it's a lot of stuff to happen. Lot of stuff to happen. Each of the kids have their own place now. Casper has his own place. Rach has her own place, and Amber has her own place now. But they still have residue from their room, meaning like junk that they haven't cleared. So we are working on that, trying to get all that taken care of and out, and so that rooms can be cleaned and we can get picture ready. Ooh, it's just awful. Even the term picture ready. I don't want to be picture ready. I'm picture ready all the time. No. Anyhow, that is a little stressful, but we're going to get through it. There's lots of people that have suggested to me, well, you know, take some stuff off your plate. You know, you got a lot going. And I'm like, I have a lot going because it's my time in life for this to happen. I don't have the option of deciding to say, hey, work, forget about training that gal or whatever. I'm going to just take off early, okay? So good luck with that. I don't have the option. I don't have the option because I need those paychecks. I need at least 3 more paychecks to come to cover my bills for the next, I don't know, 3-4 months. I also need insurance. Insurance finishes, you know, the end of the month that you finish working. So I have 3 adult children that are, you know, dependent on that insurance, including myself. So I don't have that option. Plus, I, being the person that I am, have set up a lot of these processes, these duties at work, and I take great pride in that. Pardon me as I burp, burp, burp. Excuse me, pardon me. So I don't want to hand it over to the next person and go, good luck with that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to somebody. I take my job seriously. I am not a workaholic, but I am a workhorse. But I want it to be a smooth transition for them because I think that's good karma putting it forward. I just don't want to leave them in a lurch. No matter how sick of the job I am or excited I am for the next thing or any of that stuff, you can get, you know, what do you call it? Senioritis. Kind of like when you're done and you're a senior in high school and you're like, I'm out of here. Yeah, sure, you can get all those things. But for me, I am excited about the next step. I am also terrified. There's way too many moving parts in these plans that makes this Virgo extremely uncomfortable. However, I think it's the right thing to do to set the next person up accordingly. So I'm working hard to do that and making sure that all of my other contacts have what they need before I leave. So that's a big thing for me. Okay, where did I leave off? I was talking about something else. So getting it ready, getting your house ready. Now, I have wards of protection all over the house, all over the house. So my spell work has changed, and I have to make mention to this because the spell work has changed a bit. Not only am I doing spell work for the right people to come and buy this property, that it's going to treat it with respect the way my husband and I have set it up, but also that no nasty negative people are coming. So the spell work has changed a little bit there because I want the right kind of people to come in. I want the bad people to stay out. Also, I'm also doing spell work in regards to the new place, making sure that it is in the right price range. It has the right elements. I need some stuff. We are discussing getting a place, and then it might be like a small little place that we rent out, and then we get a boat and go on sea. And when we need to if we need to come ashore, we have a place to be. Apparently up there, if you want a boat and you want a captain's license, you need to also be a resident. And being on a boat and living on a boat means that you're a transient. So we have to kind of have dual land and sea situation. We didn't know that going in, but that might be a thing. So the boat itself, if we do it, depending on what type of place we find, if we find the most fabulous place, then the boat may be a hobby thing that happens much later. But we just don't know. Again, lots of moving parts. Not happy. But, so, we, you know, I am doing spell work currently and visualization. Can't say it. Visualization. Visualizing the right place. I have been writing it down, burning those things, releasing that to universe. Been doing that. Let's see. But let me tell you, it's a little uncomfortable knowing that people are going to come into my safety nest, my sanctuary. I'm not thrilled. And I have had to take down all of the altars. Let me tell you, Miss Bast, I, for a long time, have wanted to know who my main deity is. It has been answered because Miss Bast and her sister Sekhmet are not having it. Apparently, I am the crazy cat lady. It is happening. I embrace it. It is what it is. So Miss Bast is in the bedroom, and I have had to move her off of the wall and had to put her in a cubby, but she refuses for me to close the doors. I don't get to pack her, apparently. I can pack her items, but she herself, her statuette, needs to come along with me in the car. It's been made very, very clear to me in several repeating dreams and some daydreams. So I'm going to respect her 100%. She has been with me all of my life, and I totally get it. You know, as you start out in your path and you're like, ooh, you know, you get interest in one deity, one god or goddess, and you're, wanting to work with them, and you're like, was this what I thought it was when I was little? Was this, you know, with very clearly Bast for me, has been there all the time. She's always been there. I've always had this draw. So I'm going to give her the utmost respect and take her along with me, because she truly is the one that's been there. She's been there, rain or shine. I have had other deities come and go, and that is totally fine, because that's the way I work with them. Bast and her sister are very strong with me, and I keep them safe. I keep them with me. I keep them safe. They keep me safe. So there's that. So redoing my wards, redoing my sigils, redoing my spell work, redoing my boundaries, redoing all that mess. It gets sticky. On top of all of the clearing and cleaning and all this other stuff, there's so much more to do on a magical level. So it gets exhausting, it gets tiring, and boy, I've yammered on for a good, not what, 20 minutes now. The traffic is still bad, but I think that I've wrapped up most of what I wanted to talk about. So, again, I appreciate everybody who has come in and given me such positive, sweet, loving support. I didn't expect that. I thought that, you know, some people would be like, oh, well, she's just so bitchy about this and this and this and this. I don't want to come off that way. I don't want to come off that way. I just got a lot of stuff going, and it's nothing that I can take off of my plate. Once my last day of work has happened, I think things will be a little bit more easily managed for me. But then I'm also, you know, making sure that each of the kids have what they need, that we're closing out the way we need to, and then I still have to keep packing for the move. I know our house is going to sell quickly. I just don't know, you know, who they are, when the escrow goes through, when we have the money so that we can put down the next place, or are we going to rent when we go? You know, because once you buy the next place, that takes a month, if not 2 months for that escrow to go through. So it's like, whoa, it's way too many moving parts. I'm telling you, way too many moving parts, way too many. We have a yard sale coming up on Friday and Saturday. So hubby is going to run it on Friday and try to get some of our things, you know, gone and away. And then Saturday as well. And then I am blessed to have some friends come and visit me, some witchy friends, and I am so excited to see them. I have been so drained down, and my local witchy friends are coming to see me, and I am just going to hug on them and love on them and just, you know, soak up every single minute that I have, because I know that this is probably one of the last times that I'm going to see them while I live here. So that's going to probably tear me up. And I mean, I try not to think about it too much. And let me just tell you right now, it's going to be rough. It is going to be rough. I try not to think about it too much in regards to Noah. I am so attached to him. He's not far from me in his new place as well, and I'm going to miss the holy hell out of him. He has become this little brother that I've always wanted, and I say little because he's a giant, but still, he has become that little brother I've always wanted. That connection is strong, and I am going to just flip and miss him like crazy. Being able to drive to the Lady Grave Dancer's house and Sunshine Morning Ray's house and Snow Orchid's house, you know, this is my crew. These are my people. And I will no longer have the blessing of having them locally. But I know that they are friends, and they are friends for life. And they will come and visit me, and I will come and visit them. And our witchy shenanigans will always happen. It is going to be a thing. But I also know that I'm opening myself up to lots of awesome new friends as well. And my next step in life, after I get through all of this stress and mayhem of the selling of the house, the moving of the junk, the finding of the new house, putting up the new junk, or putting the junk back where it was, you know, and settling in, after I get there, I'm going to be creating a whole new lifestyle for myself. Not only is it going to be completely changing my dietary intake, I'm going to be making paleo a staple lifestyle for myself, because it works very well for me and for my condition. Also, I am going to be relearning some witchcraft. I sort of was self-taught, and I have made friends with Yilva. I can't say her last name, but she's the owner and teacher at Cutting Crow Apothecary, and I've really jived with her energy. She's amazing. And so I'm looking forward to actually taking some courses and really getting into the thick of it, actually going deeper into my craft. I am wanting to learn French, and I was told I need to learn how to read hieroglyphics. I've got my work cut out for me. I also am going to be taking some herbalism classes, or herbalist class, so that I can be certified, and I also want to get certification in aromatherapy. So when I am creating salves and candles and oils and all that good stuff, that I have that accreditation behind me so that I'm moving into the next step. Next step may be a full-on shop where it is like an actual place people can come and meet and discuss and learn and try out spells and have somebody walking you through it, and drum circles and all kinds of wonderful things. Lots of great ideas coming to me. Lots of great things that are going to happen. I just got to get there. And so it is a process. This process of transition is often very, very sticky. And I find that there's a lot of shadow work while you're going through said transitions. And it's just what you got to do. It's just what you got to do. So again, I thank you for letting me ramble on. You will see lots of these little rambles while we go through stuff, and once we sell the house, I'll make sure to give you guys a tour and all that other stuff, and you can see how things are going. So I will take you along all of this way, the whole way, even traveling across the U.S. to you know, various places. You will definitely see that. My husband and I also have another channel. I don't know if you guys know it. It's called The Pirate and I, and we are working that channel as well as more of a family travel channel. And being that my husband is handy capable, he kind of gives reviews after we do our travel of, you know, how he got around and things like that. So that is something that I'm doing. And I really enjoy that as well, but I am trying to build that channel. So that is a Muggle channel, please. I've had lots of witchy friends move on over there or whatnot. And there are people on there from work. They're very conservative. And there are family members also that are very conservative, and they don't know that I'm a witch. So in my next lifetime, I will definitely be out and about and all out. That is another goal of mine, but I don't think that they know that yet. And just give me like a couple of weeks before you go full on witchy in the comments. Just a couple of weeks. Let me just like finish my job and I'll be good, okay? All right, so that's The Pirate and I, if you're interested, and I will catch you later. Now I'm going to go get food for these people that are clearing their rooms tonight. All right. Bye, you guys. Many blessings. Have a good one.